Well, greetings and salutations. This is my 5-year-old son Tanner, and back in about 2 weeks ago, he had a 5th birthday. That's important. Pay attention. So,
like a ticket to like a shiny one, ticket.
I don't know what language that is, but it's cute, isn't it? But anyway, we went to my parents' winter in Mesa, Arizona, and so we, as a family, went down to Mesa, and my father, who's 75, and my son Tanner, and myself went to a reservoir up in Mesa. I don't know the name. I don't remember the name of it. It's not important. But the 3 of us men, boys, whatever, the 3 of us males, took about a mile-long hike. And we found a nice outcropping that overlooked the reservoir. And I sat down with my son. Are you picking your nose? The internet's going to see that. But anyway, we had a ceremony commemorating his 5th birthday. And I told him that he walked up that trail as a baby, and he's walking down that trail as a boy.
Like it.
Put your feet down. And it's amazing, you know, it was like a switch flipped with this kid. Everything was different after that point. Yeah, I know that might sound a little bit cliche, but I set the expectation, and he lived right up to it. But one of the he was 4 now. How old are you?
4.
No, that's 5.
5.
Yes. So, one of the things that I did, can I borrow this real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take it off you, okay? I'll give it right back, okay?
Wait.
Wait.
It's in there.
Okay. I'll give it right back, alright?
Oh, wait.
Okay. I'm going to show the people on YouTube, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, I made him this.
Yes?
Yeah. It's a facsimile of a bullet. It's the, you know, the inside it's soldered. There's a wire strand here that goes in, makes a loop, and it's soldered in place, and it's got a copper bullet here. So I made him this medallion, and the point wasn't.
Tanner's.
Yeah, it's Tanner's. Here, you can have it back. Here's why I made this, because I go out to the range a lot, and a lot of times he goes with me. And he shoots. He doesn't shoot unassisted, but he shoots my gun. Basically, I hold the gun, he pulls my finger. Because I don't have enough hand strength to pull the trigger on a gun. But he enjoys it, and I enjoy doing that with him. And I'm sure it's something that we're gonna share an interest in as he grows up. And God willing, I'll be able to enjoy that with my son for years to come. And well, I had this on a keychain, and his pockets aren't big enough for this to stay in his pocket, so I put it on a chain and wears it around his neck. So yesterday was his first day wearing it to school, and the teacher saw it yesterday, and today was show and tell. And apparently he had pulled it out and showed it for show and tell, and the preschool administrator caught wind of it, and she said, well, he can't wear that. So when I went,
after this, he sits.
well, that's in a year. So I wanted to pick him up today. The teacher asked me to not let him wear this to school anymore, and I was kind of expecting it, but she couldn't even bring herself to say bullet. She said, you know, because of that thing that's on the end of it. So I said, okay, Tanner, you can't wear that anymore to school. And then I had to go to the parts store and pick up some stuff from the auto parts store. And as we're going to the auto parts store, I started thinking about it. I said, no, I'm not. I need to go back there, because it was starting to really piss me off. I said, no, this is exactly why I'm paying $2,000 a year to put him in a parochial school, so I don't have to deal with all this crap and this nonsense that the public schools dish out. You know, things like, you know, suspending a kindergartner because he chews a Pop-Tart into the shape of a pistol. Or, you know, expelling kids because they're out in the playground playing cowboys and Indians using sticks shaped like a pistol. You know, that kind of ass-hattery has got to stop. And the reason it's gotten as far as it has is because people like you and me that who don't want to make a stink, just say, okay, John, little Johnny, you can't do that no more. And before you know it, we can't do anything anymore. So I said, well, at the very least, I can't just say I'm going to yank my kid out of school if he can't wear this. That's something I have to make a decision with my wife. But I did make it a point to go back and confront the teacher. And I went up to her and I said, look, I need to have a talk with you because this is really bothering me. What is it about this that's so offensive? It's not even a real bullet. It can never be made into a real bullet. The thing is full of solder. If you pulled the bullet part of it, the actual thing that looks like a bullet, you'd find it is full of solder. You can't do anything with this. This is inert. To me, this isn't any different, material-wise, as if it was a cross, a crucifix. Yeah. So she kind of just, I understand, well, we have to talk to the administrator. So I talked to the administrator, and she said it was a state issue. It was a state requirement that you can't have guns or gun-related stuff. So, anyway. So I said, well, she goes, I'll talk to somebody at the state administrator at the state and see what they have to say. Whatever. So I went home, and I'm thinking, I'm going to have to homeschool my kids because this is a deal breaker for me. I mean, if I gotta put up with this crap, I might as well send my kids to public school. Well, I got a call from her about an hour later saying, pretty much, hey, this is something that is my fault. They were having show and tell. We can't have them showing bullets and stuff for show and tell. So, it's everything's cool. He can wear the thing and blah blah blah. So the thing is, if I wouldn't have gone back and made a stink about it, Tanner would have to take this thing off. Now, when we went back to school, I said, can I see this? He took it off and gave it to me. And I had it in my hand before I got back to the school. And by the time he got back to school, he was heartbroken because he likes this. You like this?
Yeah.
Yeah? You really like that?
Yeah.
You want to keep wearing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he was beside himself. He was distraught because I was taking it into the school. He thought he'd done something wrong. This is not. Yeah, it's not like I sent him into class with a round of 50. This isn't a real bullet. And I understand there might be somebody watching this video that's one of those anti-gun freaks that wants to completely take this kind of crap out of this stuff really is offensive. Well, I find that your insensitivity and your intolerance is really offensive to me. Did you get it?
Yeah.
But I guess the point is that unless you stand up for what's right, you're not going to be able to enjoy what's good and proper. I explained to her that this isn't a symbol of hate or a symbol of death. This is a bond. This is a symbol of a bond between a father and son. This is an explanation point on a date. As long as he keeps this, he will always remember that day with Grandpa. Remember that day we went hiking with Grandpa?
Hmm?
Yeah. So, you good?
Mm-hmm.
So for this round, everything worked out in our favor. I was trying to find some compromise where I didn't have to ask him to take that off and put up with that crap every morning before he went to school. But you just can't show it for show and tell. You can wear it, but you can't show it for show and tell. Is that good?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, yeah, this kind of nonsense has got to stop, man. When I was his age, growing up, actually I was a little bit older than him. I took my hunter safety. In the state of Michigan, you have to be 12 to be able to hunt. And you of course, you're using a firearm. You have to be under adult supervision until you're 18 with a shotgun and a rifle, and 21 with a pistol. But when I was 10 years old, I took my hunter safety course. When I was 11 years old, I took my firearm safety course. When I was 12 years old, I took my boating safety course. And I was out in the woods hunting when I was 12 years old. And I took all those classes in school, at my school. They were extracurricular activities after school hours, but they were activities nonetheless that promoted hunting and shooting sports in my school. When I was a senior in high school, one of my classmates, he had to ask permission from the principal to do it. And the principal met him at the door, but he did a demonstration speech, a speech class, on how to break down and reassemble a 12-gauge shotgun. You couldn't get a 12-gauge shotgun within 1,000 feet of a school without getting the FBI involved anymore. And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that the message that we're sending to the next generation is that guns should be feared at all costs, and bullets are just as bad as guns in the eyes of the anti-gun community. So unless we're willing to stand up and put a line in the sand and say no more, on simple things like costume jewelry, come on. So everything worked out though. So yeah, what do you think? Should this kind of stuff be banned from the public discussion? Should this stuff be banned from schools and stuff like that? What do you think? Keep your comments civil, or I'll just hit you with the band stick. I love you, son.
I like you, Dad.
Yeah. So that's my little spiel on what happened at school today. I'm sure that if it was a public school, I'd have to find him another place to go. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have had everybody and their brother involved if it was in a public school. That's exactly why we pay tuition to a private school, so we didn't have to put up this jackassery. I'm raising boys to be men, and part of that is to train these guys to be self-sufficient and to be able to defend themselves. I'm not raising a couple of sissies. You're not a sissy, are you?
I'm not a sissy.
You're not a sissy.
I
So,
can.
you Tanner, yeah. Yep, so that's my boy. And he's 5 years old. He's not a little baby no more. You know the routine. Thumbs up. Go ahead, comment. Thumbs up. Go ahead and comment in the comment section if you're so inclined. Click on the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And give a thumbs up for the boy, man. Come on. And until next time, shoot straight. Be safe, have fun, and you have a splendid day. Want to go back inside?
Yeah?
Yeah? Want to watch monsters?
Well, yeah.
No, okay.
Leave it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
See ya.